Okay, if this guy survives, I might just hard retreat into this one. Finds the 4th wall. This video is sponsored by the Pokemon TCG deck building website PokemonCard.io. Are you looking for sealed product and singles? You can find it all on Channel Fireball. Please use my Tailmon affiliate code when checking out to help support my content. Looking for PTGO codes? Bolton Store has all the latest sets and promos, instantly delivered to your email. You can use Tailmon code when checking out for 5% off. If you're from Europe, Millipots Gaming has a wide array of sealed products, singles, and more. You can use Tailmon code when checking out for 5% off. Card Market is Europe's largest online marketplace for Pokemon cards. Whether you're looking for sealed product or singles, vintage or the latest sets, just follow the link in the description to find what you need. Want to show off your love for Tablemon? Check out my 2021 merch. These new hoodies and shirts are available on Amazon. Click on the link in the description to get yours. Hello everyone and welcome back to another video here at Tailmon. Thanks so much for tuning in. Today we're going to be playing with this really cool Rillaboom, Vileplume, Rowlet, Alolan, and Executor deck. That's a tongue twister. In the expanded format played by Tommaso G at the last Sunday Open that was held on the 4th of April and was the expanded format. Really cool deck because you get to evolve with Super Growth onto the item locking Vileplume and then onto Rillaboom, and that allows you to use Voltage Beat, Power Up, Egg Row, and be a little more offensive than the usual decks that just rely on Rowlet Egg and Vileplume and slowly but surely trickle and deny resources, but they're not very offensive, and usually those turns that you're not doing anything really allow your opponent to really establish a board, right? So this version is more aggressive. You can also Tropical Armor GX, which with an item lock sets your opponent back quite a bit. And we have more search with the quick walls and the Pokecoms. We have computer search as well, but those are our only items because we will be using item lock as soon as we can. And then we have Marnies, we have N, we have Bridges to help set up, we have Synthetic Aliens to recover any of these supporters, we have Maulana to heal any damage that our opponents are able to do. We should be able to outlast, right? And so let's jump into the expanded ladder. The cool part about this deck is that we will probably just auto-win all the Honchkrow decks that are all over the place in the expanded ladder, and hopefully we can run into at least one playable matchup. Alright. So let's see what we can do here. A lot of people playing the expanded ladder apparently. Alright. So now we're up against Speedy Ivan 2005. It'll be very peculiar if I'm playing against an opponent that was born in 2005. Because that's when I got 3rd place at Worlds. Alright. Decent start, right? Very decent start. We have the Oddish, we have the Grookey, we have the RowEgg. This is fairly good. The only thing that sucks is that we're going 2nd. Obviously, we don't care about an item lock from an opponent. We should still do the Pokecom, right? I feel like I'll just grab the Mew here. And so I'm not going to use Crobat, because what I don't want is to draw like the two Thwackys, right? Or the 3 Glooms, which I know is unlikely, but come on. Unless this is your first day at the Tailmon channel, you know, you very well know that it's possible, right? So why even risk it? Why even risk it? Right. My opponent gets a turn 1 full blitz or worse, a turn 1 KO. That would be very problematic, and it is very possible. The turn 1 full blitz is now looking very likely. Very, very likely. Double the Den in hand, that's why my opponent chose to Juniper. He probably doesn't have any more to Denins left. Did lose a Juniper and be a Seeker. Max Elixir does hit, but goes into the Bolton, so that's good news. And then we see the Lele. For another Juniper. So I'm really surprised that my opponent chose to Elixir onto the Bolton, because, like, think about the sequencing, right? My opponent gave, like, if my opponent finds another Elixir and hits, he could have used Full Blitz, right? Which would be great. And if he doesn't, right, there's the Elixir, then he just electrifies. But either way, he gets a turn to Full Blitz, right? Whether he electrifies or whether that energy had hit on the Pikachu, he gets a turn to Full Blitz. But he chose somehow, for some reason, not to do that. So, I don't know. That felt like a weird decision to me. So, do I just evolve? Or do I actually Marnie? Okay, I'm gonna Marnie. Please don't draw 2 Thwackies. I did draw, well, I guess it's okay to draw 1 Thwacky. Hold on, this actually might be better. This actually might be good. Yeah, that was actually fairly good. So now I item lock my opponent, hopefully putting him in a little bit of trouble, right? Making his hand awkward. And then I can go Marnie. Hopefully finding energy or Rillaboom or Stadium. Any of those work. Well, never mind. Never you mind. Now he's gonna threaten the Tack Bolts. Or not. Okay. So, very weird choices by my opponent, honestly. So far. So, I'm gonna Marty again. And if I get a Gloom, I'm just gonna... Oh, well, I didn't get a Gloom, and I got the Vileplume, so that was literally worst case scenario, probably. So I guess I just threaten the GX attack next turn? Like, by resetting all of my opponent's energies, that could be really good. I could really slow him down. The issue is I don't have an item lock, therefore the Pigrom can KO me with only 2 Electro Powers, and that doesn't seem very difficult with... Well, I mean, he does have a full bench, but we'll see. It's out of my hands. He could, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, he could knock me out with the Bolton as well. 7, 22, I mean, he still needs 2 Electro Powers, but he could go attach and just 1 Electro Power. That's also a possibility. If I survive though, and I'm able to GX away the energies, that would be insanely good. There's an N, so he needs the 2 raw Electro Powers. That doesn't happen, we're actually in an okay spot, I think. We'll see. No, dude. Okay, it's game over. The Guzma, perfectly timed Guzma. I drew the Vileplume, I couldn't item lock. Like, if I had been able to item lock that previous turn, I'm guaranteed my dude to survive. I power up the energies, I take a hit, and then I go GX, right? And the end result is the same, except he's item locked. But I had to go and draw the Vileplume. I had to go and draw the Vileplume. Unfortunate. So now we're up against the person who criticized me a lot online. And he sends a heart. I am definitely not sending a heart back, because he's an annoying person. Let's leave it at that. He's an annoying person. Alright. So we are going first. Don't know what we're up against. Could be just like Mad Party or something. So I'm going to Lele. Grab Bridget. Because I have Kuzma next turn. So And I'm gonna keep the energy. Might be up against Mad Party. That would be my guess based on the Marshadow. Though the Marshadow could indicate anything really. It's actually Pikachu, right? It's actually Pikachu. So you can see how big of an advantage it is going second, right? But going second, then you item lock on turn 1, when your opponent has only had 1 turn with no supporters. That's really big. In a dream scenario, my Grookey survives, and then I'm able to go attach, like I go bridge it, attach, retreat, and evolve into the Thwackey and item lock. But that feels like a pipe dream right now. Because of how explosive Pikachu is for sure. And he still has Crobat, he has the Denden, he has Max Elixirs, he has Kogo Prism Star, he has Thunder Mountain, so yeah, not looking good right here. Yeah, there's the Denden, there's the Elixir, immediate attachment, has the Floatstone, there's the Deadly Chain, so now all he needs is Kogo or the Stadium, or to hit another Elixir, that works too. Yeah. And now he's gonna power himself up, he's going to threaten the Tack Bolts on the Vileplume, so he'll be left item lock less, and that's a game. Yeah, so nothing you can do. Hate losing to that person who's one of the most annoying people I've ever met, but it is what it is. He won the coin flip, he won, right? That's the Pokemon trading card game a lot of the time. And that's the third game. We're gonna lose the flip in a row. My opponent chooses to go first immediately, so this might be like Hunch Crow, or it might be the turn 1 Winduck. It's actually Togekiss, okay. Why does Togekiss choose to go first? That feels like a mistake, right? Okay, so their damage output is very low. They can't deny any energy, and I can item lock them, and I have supporter switching cards, so I think we'll be okay. And I have the Raw Bridget in hand, which is just absolutely broken. Absolutely broken. Do I want the other RowEgg? Yeah, because I might lose the active one next turn, actually. So I item lock. Yeah. Well, actually what I could do is just super growth next turn as well, right? Whilst healing. That seems reasonable, actually, with the Malolana. And I can definitely afford to discard the Brock's Grid and the Lele. Yeah, I like that. So I have seen the Caitlyn to get back Malolana too. Or we can just get Marnied. That works. That absolutely works. Do get a Stadium, so we can still get the Thwackey going. And they didn't get the VMAX, so that's very problematic for them. Can grab the Thwackey, evolve, attach to the active, bench you, and then go super growth. Might as well. So what I could do is like fail this to trick my opponent to thinking I priced my Rillabooms, but then I also have it in hand. Now my hand is dead though, so never mind. My opponent first hits me with the She Who Will Not Be Named, right? I forgot about that, but hits me with the She Who Will Not Be Named, and then gives me a brand new hand. Both times whiffing the poor VMAX. So that's really unlucky for my opponent for sure. Really unlucky. I'm gonna go ahead and Faba the energy, because why not? And then we'll heal 30 of the 40 damage that my opponent has dealt. I could have GX KO'd the Togekiss. I don't think it's necessary. I'd rather go attack than GX and take 3 prizes. And like, what could he have possibly had in his hand that he kept on whiffing so badly, right? What could he have possibly had? I don't know. Alright. Grandmaster 11. We finally win a coin flip. Surprising. And pretty solid hand. Pretty solid hand to get us going. Well, there's a wob. 2 wobs, in fact. And it's a Hitmonchan deck, okay. So I do have Guzma, right? To help activate my abilities, and I can use Psychic Pokemon abilities, which is fantastic. So I'll bench you, I'll do these guys, and then I'll go attach, and item locking doesn't seem very impactful right now, right? Or at all. So do I go into Rillaboom to just start applying pressure? I actually like that better. And then I'll just chance into the Vileplume, I hope, at some point. Like, if there's gonna be a Wolfed active at the end of each turn, then what's the point of item locking, right? I might as well just apply pressure. I might as well just apply pressure right here. I'm gonna see the Juniper, discarding and via Seeker. And we also get to heal the very, like, a part of the very little damage that my opponent deals with the Hitmonchan, so this is fine. It's gonna be 70 damage, which then becomes 40 on a 270 HP dude. This is fine. So yeah, I think going for the Rillaboom was definitely the right play, because if I had a Vileplume, then what would I do? Just super growth again, right? And if my stadium somehow sticks, right, I can still just do good. And then that energy top deck, so the right play for me would have been to hold the energy because I was searching for this, and now, like this top deck definitely bailed me, because now I can do this, right? And I can power up the active, take a knockout on the one Pokemon that's threatening me. I can also Irresistible Aroma, maybe check out my opponent's hand. Oh, if my bench is full, it doesn't let me check. Yeah, that's a bug. That is definitely a bug right there. Yeah, that's a bug. If your bench is full, it doesn't let you look at your opponent's hand or bench anything. Which makes obviously no sense, because this reads, if your opponent's bench isn't full, you may flip a coin. If heads, your opponent reveals their hand, put a basic Pokemon you find onto their bench. So why couldn't I? I generally flipped a legitimate heads. I flipped a legitimate head flip. Alright, so see the Nest Ball with the Yancy doing a little bit more damage. Now it's 90, which becomes 60, which becomes a 5-hit KO on the active. So we're fine, I think. Have a Colress in hand. I will eventually, hopefully, find another Guzma, right, or a Syndicate Lane to get that back. So what I can do is play my own. Play my own items in the meantime. I'm gonna go Calming Hurricane, take the knockouts. So why wouldn't you bring out the Flowstone, the non-Flowstone dude? Like, when would I ever choose not to take a KO? That doesn't make sense. I definitely think the right play there is to bring out the wall without the Flowstone, because that's the one that you want taken down first. Like, in what universe would I possibly not attack, right? I'm trying to win, dude. I am actually just trying to win. Alright. So Now it's 110. So we are in a little bit of trouble. However, if I Baba, that seems okay. So I'll do that. And now another 110 doesn't do it, right? And this guy's chance to shine is now gone. Interesting that my opponent promoted the Wolfan. Oh, he had the full stone. Okay. If this guy survives, I might just hard retreat into this one. Finds the 4th wall. Finds the 4th wall back. Oh, wait, what? Chooses to Sledgehammer instead. Okay, so if I heal... Oh, maybe he forgot. What? He probably forgot. Alright, I mean, we were always going to win that match anyways. I feel it was just a matter of time, right? The fact that we took away 30 damage from the very little damage output that he was doing, and we were taking a prize each turn, and I had the chance to retreat that turn to potentially like force a Kuzma at some point rather than the continuous stream of Colress that he had, and we were about to KO the last Wob. I also had a chance to set up the ability. I mean, no, the item lock didn't matter that turn. Anyways, cool deck, more offensive than the other RowEgg deck that tries to create a perfect lock with the Decidueye. Did pretty well in the Sunday Open, so props to that player whose name is Tommaso G from Italy. Props to him. And that will be all for me. Thanks so much for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you're enjoying the expanded content. Let me know if you are. Let me know if you aren't, right? Maybe we can do something different for the second video of the day, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.